I'm going to read a book to you this morning. It's called The Magic Box, and it is by Katie Cleminson. I don't know this person. Do you know Katie? No. Okay, well, she must be a pretty good person because she's managed to have a book published.
That's at the library.
Okay. All right, it says, on her birthday, Ava was given a very special present. This must be Ava, right? Right. Okay. She opened it and jumped in. What was her present? What? A magic box. Very good. Okay. And became a master magician. Ta-da! And she has her little cape like a magician has a cape. Says for her first trick, she wished for, oh, get that bifocal going there. For her first trick, she wished for what she most wanted in the world, a pet called Monty. A pet. What kind of pet do you think Monty is? What?
Maybe a dog or a cat.
Dog or a cat. Any other ideas?
I can't see, Sarah. How about a dolphin?
A dolphin, okay. Fish.
How about a zebra?
A zebra.
I know one.
A giraffe.
A giant.
A giant. Okay. A what? A dachshund? Dolphin, another dolphin. Yeah. I know, got to pick the lip to get it out, I understand. Alligator. Okay, well, let's see what Monty is. Let's see what Monty is. Nobody got it right. Monty is a great big bear. Great big bear. Okay. For her next trick, Ava pulled some rabbits out of hats. See all the rabbits? Yeah.
Oh, man.
And then it says, then, with a flick of her wand, she made things float in the air. So all the rabbits and even the bear are floating in the air. For her biggest trick of all, Ava threw a huge party. Hey, I like that. You think she's going to invite us?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. There were lots of delicious food.
I'll eat that cake.
The very best musicians. That looks like a monkey.
That's an alligator.
And that's an alligator. And what's that?
A cheetah.
A cheetah. And what's that? Panda. I like that band. Reminds me of some of my students. Okay. And plenty of dancing. Have you ever seen a bear dance before?
No.
In the Russian circus, the bears dance. They teach the bears to dance. Okay, and they're really having a big time. They're doing the boogaloo, and they're just dancing all over the place.
I see the bear.
Yeah, you see the bear. When everyone had danced their socks off, now that's silly. Why is that silly? Huh?
They said dance their socks off.
Right, and do bears wear socks?
No.
Okay, I think she must have made a mistake there, you know what I mean? Okay, actually, she just means that they were very tired, okay? Ava shut her eyes, clicked her fingers, and everything vanished.
That was magic.
That was magic. Well, not quite everything. What stayed?
The bear.
Monty, the bear, yes.
Monty the bear.
And that is the magic box. This is called the Song and Dance Man. That kind of reminds me of me.
This
Bless you.
Thank you.
Does that look like me?
No. No.
Yeah? Okay. All right. I can live with that. I can live with that. No, yes. How many yes?
No.
How many no? How many yes and no? I love the way you vote. I love the way you vote. Okay, Grandpa was a song and dance man who once danced on the vaudeville stage. Now, vaudeville is an old type of theater form, okay, where people dance and tell jokes, and they would have acrobats and singers. They don't have those anymore. You have to watch those people on television, unless you go over to the Fine Arts Center and see Raggedy Ann and Andy. Yeah. All right, so there's Grandpa sitting in his chair. When we visit, he tells us about a time before people watched TV, back in the good old days and the song and dance days. Do you believe that there were days with no television?
No. Yes. Yes.
Do you know that once upon a time television was only black and white?
Yes.
No color television, it's black and white. I remember those days.
I wrote my movies when I was a baby.
Okay, when you were a baby, all right. Supper in an hour, Grandma calls from the kitchen. I wonder if my tap shoes still fit. Grandpa says with a smile and then turns off the light, turns on the light to the attic, and we follow him up the steep wooden steps. So you see the two grandchildren are going up the steps. They're following. And he's holding the hand of the third one. Very good, very good. Okay. Faded posters of Grandpa when he was young bang on the walls. Hang on the walls. Ooh. He moves some cardboard boxes and a rack of grandmother's winter dresses out of the way. And we see a dusty brown leather-rimmed trunk in the corner. A trunk is what, like a big suitcase?
Yes.
Big old trunk? As soon as Grandpa opens it, the smell of cedar chips and old things saved fills the attic. Inside are shoes with silver half-moon taps on the toes and heels, bowler hats and top hats, and vests with stripes and matching bow ties. And you see some of the hats coming out, and the ties and the shoes, and he's got a cane that's coming out. And then all the grandchildren kind of dress up a little bit. We try on the hats and pretend we're dancing on a vaudeville stage when the bright lights twinkle and the piano player nods his head along with the music. Do any of you know a piano player? Yeah? Yeah? Piano player? Okay, good. After wiping his shoes with a cloth, he calls a chamois. Grandpa puts them on. He tucks small white pads inside the shoes so his corns won't rub, and he turns on the lamps and aims each one down like a spotlight. What is he talking about when he says his corns won't rub? Do we know? Do you know? That's an old man's problem. They get little bumps on their feet, and when you put your shoes on, it rubs up against the bumps, and it hurts. Okay? You don't have to worry about that because you are young people. That's old men get that. I don't have that yet because I'm not quite that old. Okay, he sprinkles a little powder on the floor, and it's showtime. We sit on one of Grandma's woolen blankets, clap our hands, and call out, "Yay, Grandpa." Can you do that?
Yay, Grandpa.
Very good, very good. I'm sure he appreciates it. The song and dance man begins to dance the old soft shoe. His feet move slowly at first while his tap shoes make a soft, slippery sound like the rain on a tin roof. We forget that it's Grandpa dancing, and all we could hear is the silvery tap of 2 feet. And all we could see is a song and dance man gliding across a vaudeville stage. And there's Grandpa. He's got on his bowler hat. He's got on a striped vest, striped bow tie, cane, and he's got on his tap shoes, his dancing shoes.
He doesn't look that funny.
Doesn't look that funny?
He has a red nose.
He has a red nose. So you say he doesn't look like a clown. He doesn't look like a clown. He's not a clown, okay? He says, watch this, and he does a new step that sounds like a woodpecker. Woodpecker. That's a bird.
I know what it is.
Tapping on a tree. Suddenly, his shoes move faster, and he begins to sing. His voice is as round and strong as a canyon echo, and the cheeks get rosy as he sings, Yankee Doodle Boy, a song he knows from the good old days. Have you ever heard that song?
No.
I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die. You've never heard that song?
No.
I will come back and teach it to you someday. Okay? All right. There are too many dance steps and too many words in the song for us to remember, but the show is better than any TV show. The song and dance man stops and leans forward with a wink. Can you wink?
No. I can't look at this.
How about the other eye?
No. I can with both eyes.
How about both eyes?
I can wink.
All right, good for you. Got it. What's that in your ear, he asks, and he pulls out a silver coin out of somebody's hair. He rolls his bowler hat down his arm and catches it in his hand and flips it back on his head. Know how to make an elephant float, he says. 1 scoop of ice cream, 2 squirts of soda, and 3 scoops of elephant.
Ew.
Ugh. We've heard that joke before, but the song and dance man slaps his knee and laughs until his eyes water. He tries to wipe them with a red hanky from his vest pocket, but the hanky just gets longer and longer as he pulls it out. He looks so surprised that we start laughing too, and it feels like the whole attic is shaking. Real long. Sometimes we laugh so hard the hiccups start, and Grandpa stops to bring us a glass of water from the bathroom. What a nice man. Drink slow and hold your breath, he says, or I'll have to scare you. When you get hiccups, how do you get rid of your hiccups?
Scaring them.
Somebody scares you?
Yeah.
Ooh. How many drink water?
Yes. No.
How many get scared?
Yes. Both.
How many do both?
No.
Okay. Once our hiccups are gone, he gets a gold-tipped cane and a black silk top hat from the trunk. He lowers his eyes and tips the hat, and he's standing very still. All the lights turn low except that shines on his polished tap shoes.
I drink water.
Okay, it's a grand finale, so the song and dance man takes a deep breath, and he lifts the cane and holds it in both hands. Slowly, he starts to tap. His shoes move faster and faster, and the sounds coming from them are too many to make with only 2 feet. And you see him dancing around here. He spins and jumps into the air, touching the stage again with his knees and with his arms spread out. And the silk hat and gold-tipped cane lie side by side at his feet. His shoes are still, and the show is over. I bet you Grandpa's tired, don't you? We stand up together and clap our hands, shouting, "Hooray!" and more. But Grandpa only smiles and shakes his head, all out of breath. I told you he was tired, didn't I? Yeah. He takes off his tap shoes, wraps them gently in the chamois cloth, and puts them back in the leather-trimmed trunk. He carefully folds his vest and lays the top hat and cane on it, and we follow him to the stairway. That's a good habit. All these things he took out of the trunk, he put them back in the trunk. He's a very neat man, isn't he? Are you neat?
Yes.
Do you put things back where they belong?
Yes.
That's very good. Keep that up. Mom will appreciate it.
Where is Mom?
I don't know. She's not in this. She must be in the next book. Okay, Grandpa holds on the rail as we go down the steps. At the bottom, he hugs us, and we tell him we wish we could see him dance in the good old days, the song and dance days. He smiles and whispers that he wouldn't take $1 million for the good old days, and he spends it with us. But as he turns off the attic light, Grandpa glances back up the stairs, and he wonders how much he really misses that time on the vaudeville stage when he was a song and dance man. And that's that.